A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the session. All competitive exams, for all competitive exams, English mastery, especially 2025 point of view. And this session is all about A to Z power words. First question, it is like introduction. If you take English language, how many words are there? Many of my students know there are about 8 lakh words. How many words? 8 lakh words. And if you take a typical English man or woman, he or she knows only 20,000 words. It's an ocean. And if you take an intellectual, who is an intellectual? A person with knowledge, he or she knows about 40,000 to 50,000. On the higher side, 50,000. That means what? They themselves don't know 7,50,000 words. It's an ocean. But how many they know is not important for us. How many you have to learn, that is important. Competitive exams point of view, you should learn about 10,000 effective words. Then comes a question, out of 8 lakh, which 10,000 I have to learn? You may ask yourself, what is a source? The source, there are two sources. One is the Hindu paper or any English newspaper. I prefer the Hindu. And the second one, previous year's papers, vocabulary. From those papers, vocabulary. Two sources are there. Now, coming to the question, how to enrich word power? There's so many approaches. And one of the approach, thank you very much, Subramaniam. One of the approaches, learn from context. Learn from a context. According to a survey, according to a study, this is the best approach. Because if you try to learn words in isolation, may not be easy to remember. But when you read an article, there's a context. Imagine you have read an article about a natural disaster. In that context, you come across words like catastrophe, disaster. Then you can easily remember. The best approach is learn from a context. You read a lot. When you read a lot, you come across a lot of variety of contexts. Based on the context, learn the word, easy to remember, easy to recollect. But that takes a lot of time, and you should have the habit of reading every day. The second approach, learn with the help of roots, prefixes, and suffixes. This is another approach. This is also very useful. Learn with the help of root words, prefixes, suffixes. We have 8 lakh words. According to one study again, if you learn about 100, how many? 100 roots, prefixes, and suffixes, you can unlock the meanings of 1 lakh words. That is the best part. But negative side, they don't tell which 100 words. That is a problem. But that the study says, learn 100 roots, prefixes, suffixes. You can unlock the meanings of 1 lakh words. This is the second approach. Coming to the third approach, learn with the help of word profiles. I strongly recommend this approach. Now you may ask me, sir, what are word profiles? First, I will tell you, because English is not a mother tongue in our country, whenever we come across a new word, anyone for that matter, conversation English point of view, he or she refers a dictionary, locates a word, and sees the meaning and closes the dictionary. They don't go beyond. That is okay if you're not preparing for competitive exams. But if you are preparing for competitive exams, that is sheer waste of time. Word meaning, no use at all. Now you may ask me, sir, how are we supposed to learn? You have to learn with the help of word profiles. Then again, the question, what are word profiles? Every word has a profile. What is it? If you take a particular word, first you may see, if you refer the dictionary, the word is there. After that, there are two slashes. And you see, if you take the word English, you see something like this. This is known as phonetic script. Once you learn the phonetic script, you know how to pronounce the word, but it is not important from competitive exams point of view. The second and the most important, you have to look at the part of speech. Competitive exams, if you don't know the part of speech of a particular word, it is not easy to handle. So, part of speech. First one is that. Second one, we'll consider from here. First one, part of speech. Then comes, why do we refer the dictionary to find out the meaning? Then comes meaning. Then the third one, you should know how to use that particular word. Example. These three go with level one. You know the part of speech of the word, you know the meaning, you know the example, but not useful from, really useful from the exam point of view. From fourth step onwards, exam point of view, level two, that's what you have to focus on. What is the fourth one? Every word has three or four forms, like verb form, noun form, adjective form, adverbial form. Based on what word forms, they have been asking questions in banks, SSC, other competitive exams. If you know a particular word, you should not stop there. You have to know the word forms. Very important from competitive exams point of view. And school level, they don't teach all these things from here onwards. The next one, English is known as a combinational language. Based on that, you have to learn word combinations. This is also very important, useful when it comes to fillers and cloze test. Sixth one, word usage. Today, this has become an exam topic. 5 questions based on word usage. If you take a particular word, it may go with formal English, informal English, written English, technical English. If you don't know these subtle differences, you cannot handle the word. Word usage today it has become an exam topic, very important. How to use a word based on multiple meanings, all that. And the seventh one is obviously when you learn the word, you have to learn the synonyms and you have to learn the antonyms. Part of speech, meaning, example, level one. Word forms, word combinations, word usage, synonyms, antonyms, level two. Exam point of view, these are important. Word usage has become an exam topic, and I'm sure you all know synonyms, antonyms, exam topics. And today, this session is about what? I'm going to do A to Z power words. It goes without saying. I'll be starting with the first letter, all important words. And I've selected words based on why power words, most important words for competitive exams, all exams. After analyzing previous year's papers, based on the frequency, I have selected words A to Z, and those words I'll be presenting every day. But how will I present? First day I'll be presenting 10 words, but based on synonyms, antonyms, you may get extra 5 words. That means in one session you're going to learn 10 into 5, 50 effective words. That is the first thing. Second, once I give the words meanings and show the word profiles, the next day, the very same day, you cannot answer the questions. The next day, I'm going to present exercises based on these 50 words. Exercises based on exam topics, either synonyms, antonyms, fillers, double fillers, any of these I'm going to bring. Then what happens? First day you learn, second day you test your knowledge, and that way you are ready for the exam. So this session is all about word profiles, first day. Second day, exercises based on the same words. And why these are named this session power words, these are all not at random, do remember. After analyzing the previous year's papers, because I've been teaching for so many years, based on my experience, I know which one is important, which one is not important. Based on that, I'm going to present most important words, effective vocabulary from competitive exams point of view. Exam approach, because you don't have to learn words at random. Some people, what they do, they try to learn words at random. That is, again, not advisable because you have to know which one goes with competitive exams, which one is important, which one is not important. Accordingly, you have to learn, use your time effectively. Now, this session is about word profiles, first day, exercises, second day. Do remember, we are going to spend 2 sessions, not one, 2 sessions. First day learning, second day testing your English and all important words. The same thing. Word profile I have already given. I'm going to talk about all the dimensions. And here what happens when we come across synonyms or antonyms. You may know about 2 or 3, but 1 or 2 may be new words, may be difficult words. You should always focus on those new words, those difficult words. That should be the approach. You can't take anything for granted. Among 5, perhaps you know 2, familiar, you know for sure, but 3, not sure. Allot some time, revise, spend some time. Then the session, you are using your time effectively. Again, when it comes to word forms, you may know the noun form, but other forms you are not sure. Then you focus on other forms, adjective form, verb form, all these forms. Coming to word combinations, very important. You may ask, sir, why? English is known as a combinational language, and word combinations are very important. We cannot make our own combinations. There's a technical term for that. What is that technical term? Collocations. And word combinations are very useful when it comes to fillers and cloze test. Cloze test is all about your knowledge related to collocations, means what? Word combinations. That's all about why should you learn, how to focus on important words. And I'm sure because I started with the letter A, I'll be stopping with the letter Z, all important words, not one day. It may go for many days. And if you focus on these words, in my opinion, I can say with conviction, you will be ready for the exam. You can handle many questions that go with vocabulary. No second thoughts about that. Let us start with the first word. What is the word abate? We are going to do in a systematic way. A to Z. Do remember. Abate, part of speech, verb. And when you know it is a verb, you should also know whether it is regular, irregular, transitive, intransitive. At least you have to know whether it is regular or irregular. Some students ask me, sir, what is a regular verb? What is an irregular verb? Any verb that takes a D or ED is a regular verb. That means what? Abate, abated, abated. Meaning to reduce in amount, degree, or intensity. Generally, it goes with intensity. One more thing I would like to tell. Today, a lot of educators present all these things beyond any doubt. But what happens based on the experience and expertise of the faculty or the educator, value addition happens. What is this value addition? Based on the experience or expertise, the faculty may say, usually it goes with this meaning. Usually it is used in this context. That will help in the exam. When it comes to abate, more than amount or degree, we use it more with intensity to lessen or subside. This also. An example, the storm. When you read the example, you have to make an association. The storm began to abate, allowing residents to return to their homes. Began to abate. It has been used in the basic form too or infinitive. Very good, Jai Lakshmi. I appreciate that. This is the level 1. You got the word, you got the part of speech, you got the meaning, you got the example. Now you should focus on level 2. Here I would like to tell one more thing. If you take native speakers, Americans and Britishers, they use flashcards. Have you heard of this any time? Please respond. Flashcards. They carry the flashcards. They're the size of your palm. One side they write the basic information. The other side they write all these things which are very important and they go with the level 2. And they carry the flashcards. They shuffle, they arrange, they organize. And tough words they carry all the time. They try to revise many a time. No one has responded. Have you heard of flashcards? Please respond. No. Okay, fine. Now we have word forms. Abates, if the subject is third person singular, we add s or es to the verb. You all know that. Abated, regular verb, abating. Present participle form. What is it? Verb. Thanks for responding. Verb plus ing. And this verb plus ing present participle can be used as a noun, as a verb, as an adjective. That is very important. Abatement, noun form. These forms are very important. You may ask, so why are they important? Bank exams, SSC exams, and civil's compulsory paper also, mains level. They have been asking questions based on word forms. If you don't know the word form, we use the word gerund when it is used as a noun. Then, if you are not good at word forms, you cannot handle. Word combinations, again, very important based on exam point of view. This is higher level, do remember. If you don't focus on these aspects, you cannot answer many questions in the exam. Abate the pain, abate the impact, means what? Reduce. Abate pollution, reduce. Word usage often used in legal, environmental, and weather context. I would not recommend legal. Yes, environmental context we use this, and definitely beyond any doubt, quite often it is used weather context, rain, unabated rains, a typical combination. Synonyms, here you have to focus. Subside, you know, fine. Diminish, new word for you. Then you have to, I'll provide the PDFs also with annotations after the session, but wait for till evening. Immediately I cannot provide with annotations means you can see all these things. And this is a new word you should spend some time. Decrease, simple, mitigate. They have given in bank exams many a time. Many of our students know. And mitigate, you have to remember. Intensify, simple word. Escalate, simple word. Amplify, simple word. Aggravate, an important word. It has many meanings. Make something worse, aggravate. Don't aggravate the situation. One more thing you should know, you may know the synonyms, antonyms, but you should know how to use, where to use, which context you have to use. That is also a higher level of expertise or proficiency. This is the first word. Do remember, today it is all about words and synonyms, antonyms, word profiles. 10 words every day I'm going to get. Let's see how long it takes. 10 words, how much time we will see. Based on that, we'll decide. Coming to tomorrow, based on the same words, based on the same synonyms, antonyms, I'm going to bring exam topics based questions, questions based on exam topics. There you have to check your, test your English. Abdicate. What is the second word? Abdicate. Part of speech, verb. This is also a regular verb. To renounce a throne. Renounce means to leave. Renounce a throne, right, or responsibility formally. You can also think of authority, renounce power, power, authority formally. I will let you know 1 or 2 days. I'm going to announce. Please wait, Karthi. I'll be starting. Wait for 1 or 2 days because I've started new series. It once this gets becomes gets streamlined, then I'll focus on the courses. Example: the king decided to abdicate in favor of his son. The king decided to renounce his throne in favor of his son. Favor, again, you should not get confused. That is American spelling, British spelling, Favor. That you got to be careful. Word forms, our focus area from exam point of view. Abdicates, subject third person singular, we should add S or ES. Abdicated, a regular verb. Abdicating, present participle. Abdication, noun. And sometimes certain words we use quite often the verb form, quite often the noun form. That also you have to know. Word combinations: abdicate responsibility, abdicate the throne. I have already written abdicate power. Modern English we use with power and authority. When I say power and authority, one more thing you have to recollect. What is it? Competitive exams you can't learn in isolation. You got to be a smart learner. Whenever you get a chance, wherever you get a chance, you have to recollect related information. English people consider two synonyms one unit. Accordingly, we have to use a singular verb. Power means authority, authority means power. But these two are considered one unit. Based on that, we have to use a singular verb. His power and authority is quite famous, not are. That you should recollect. Word usage often used in political or formal settings. Obviously, because it goes with renunciation formally, formal settings. Synonyms: relinquish, an important word. Resign, simple. Renounce, an important word. Surrender, simple. Again, when you see the word surrender, you have to think of words like yield. It has positive meaning, it has negative meaning. Positive meaning goes with agriculture. And you have to recollect the phrasal verb given. Given means surrender. Then you should also recollect the phrasal verb give up, means to quit. This is smart learning, in my opinion. Antonyms: assume, important word. Retain, I'm sure many of you know. Claim, you know. Assert, an important word. See what happens here. Of these synonyms, antonyms, four words are very important from exam point of view. If there are new words, important words, obviously after the session you have to allot some time and you have to revise and consolidate. Let us go to the third word, aberration. Part of speech, noun. Aberration, Tion, usually noun. A departure from what is normal, expected, or usual. Something, never give up. Vishnu, you're there, very good. Never give up, that's very good. Means I usually give one saying. What is it? A popular saying. Winners never quit, quitters never win. Don't ask questions of the track. Who is this? Manoj. UBL. Okay, you're talking about interview. Are you talking about interview? LBODB. UBI LBODB. Please elaborate the words, the letters. A departure from what is normal, expected, or usual. Example, the sudden drop in temperature was an aberration in the usual summer heat. No problem, no problem. I appreciate your response. Summer heat, sudden drop in temperature, that is aberration. Word forms, our focus area. Aberrations, noun, plural form. Aberrational, adjective, rarely used. Usually it is used as a noun. Word combinations, a rare aberration. Aberrations are always rare. An aberration in judgment, a genetic aberration. Usually it goes with genes and features. Document verification. Okay, got it. It's always better to go formally. I will answer that question. Better you go formally. Don't go informally or casually. Word usage often used in scientific, psychological, and statistical contexts. Synonyms, anomaly, an important word. I got it, I got it. Subramaniam, thank you. Deviation, simple word. Irregularity, simple word. Divergence, simple word. Anomaly, anomalous growth. What is cancer? Cancer is nothing but anomalous growth. Antonyms, normals is simple word. Conformity, important word because it comes under confusing words. One is confirm, confirm the news. Conform to the rules and regulations. Follow, it means not to deviate. My pleasure, Manoj. Regularity, consistency, simple words. Here we have two words, anomaly, conformity. Important, you have to spend some time after the session. Abhor. All these words have come in bank exams, SSC so many times. That's the reason why I have named the session A to Z power words. And today you all know vocabulary is very important when it comes to mains. Mains, how to clear mains. You got to be good at two skills. One is a reading comprehension skill, the other one word power or vocabulary. Both depend on a reading habit. They go hand in hand. They are inseparable. Coming to abhor, they have given many a time. Part of speech verb. To regard with disgust and hatred. You hate something, you hate to do something, you hate to see something. Then we use the word everyday English, disgusting. Better word, abhor. But this goes more with crime. When we go to usage, you'll come to know. Meaning is that, example, she abhors violence in any form. What does it mean? She doesn't like violence in any form. Word forms, subject, third person singular, we should add S. It's a regular verb. abhorred, abhorring, abhorrence, noun. Word combinations: abhor cruelty, abhor injustice, abhor dishonesty. All, if you look at the combinations, all the combination words are negative words. Cruelty, injustice, dishonesty, that you have to catch. Word usage often used in moral, ethical, and emotional context, but it also goes with one more context: crime, murder, assassination, killing. We use that. Synonyms: detest, loathe, despise. All the three words are very important. Everyone knows hate, but detest, loathe, despise. Important, you have to remember. Antonyms: positive words: admire, cherish, love, adore. Admire, I'm sure many of you know. Focus on cherish and adore. I cherish my childhood means what? Whenever I think of my childhood, I feel very happy. I get nice feelings. It goes more with past. Adore goes more with admiring a person. Admire, adore, both are synonyms. Britishers and Indians, we use the word admire quite often. But if you take Americans, they use word adore. It has it goes with two different contexts. I adore him, one context. Adorable baby. Some babies are usually cute. Then what do we say? Adorable babies are different. Means cute babies. Ah, exactly. Chandu Naik. Very good. I appreciate that. Let us go to the next one. Many of our students know this word. It takes a preposition by abide. Part of speech, it's a phrasal verb, meaning to accept or act in accordance with a rule, decision, recommendation, a regulation. In a way, you can say follow. Abide by means what? Simply follow, stick to, adhere to. Example, you must abide by the company's rules. We all follow law. We are known as law abiding citizens. An important expression. Word forms: abides by, third person singular. It is also regular. If you take the verb part, then it is a regular verb. Abide, abided, abided. Abiding by. Word combinations: abide by the law, as I said, law abiding citizens. Abide by the decision, respect the decision. Abide by the agreement. Word usage common in legal, corporate, and ethical discussions. Anywhere you come across rules and regulations, it is used. This is what I was waiting for. Synonyms: comply with. All our students know, adhere to, follow, obey, simple words. But exam point of view, you have to remember comply with and adhere to. Antonyms: violate, disobey, defy is an important word. Disregard, an important word. These two you have to focus. I have done 5 words. It has taken almost 28 minutes. But today, today is the first session, I have to spend some time on introduction. Now it looks like to cover 5 topics, it takes 30 minutes. But here, though I have touched 5 topics, in a way, how many words have you worked on? Have you got? 5 into each word? Imagine 5 synonyms or 5 antonyms, but we take only 5 because 5 may be familiar, easy. That means 25 words. One session, 25 words, good enough, fair enough, and you should remember all these words. I think because I thought of allotting only 30 minutes, try to give the feedback. You want 10 words, please respond after the session, not now. If you feel, so 5 words, okay, because we have to learn overall 25 words. Too many words, there's a saying in English. What is it? Too many cooks spoil the broth. And if you feel 5 words every day consistently enough, we'll stick to this. No, sir, we have the ability. We can take 10 words every day. That means 10 into 5, we can learn 50 words every day. We will extend. But I want you guys to give the feedback. And tomorrow, based on the same, tomorrow it is not Telugu session. Based on this, I'm going to bring exercises, English, completely in English. and that session will be useful. But today you have to spend some time, remember all these words. I would like to stop here on that particular note, and do spend time on important words, new words. And tomorrow, when you take work on the exercise, you test your English, try to get all the questions and different exam topics I'm going to bring: columns, fillers, synonyms, antonyms, everything. Please respond after the session. And now itself, you have responded. Okay, let us see how long it takes. 10 words. I will continue. What is the next word here? Abode. Abode goes more with gods, usually. Part of speech, noun. Meaning a place of residence, home. Everyday English, one student says enough, two students say 10. Let me continue. We'll check the time, how long it takes. Residence, home. His humble abode was nestled in the hills, means located in the hills, positioned in the hills. An important word. Examples also, sometimes you come across new words. Word forms, abodes plural. Word combinations, temporary abode, temporary residence. Here you have to recollect the word dwellings also. Let us see if it is there or not. Humble abode, important expression. Legal abode, rarely used. Word usage often used in formal or poetic context. A residence, dwelling, see it is here, important word. Western countries, this has become outdated. It is being used here still. Home, habitat. Habitat goes with plants and animals, an important word. Today, you may get a passage I've given already many a time. Loss of habitat. Workplace, office, eviction. Eviction, an important word. Workplace, office. Eviction does not go directly with this. We go with majority. 3 students, 10. So I will continue. Abject. Part of speech, adjective. Or remember, every word has been touched many a time. Competitive exams. Meaning extremely bad, unpleasant, and degrading. It's a negative word. Example, they lived in abject poverty. Usually the combination, typical combination, abject penury, abject bored, that is a different thing, Jai Lakshmi, but I appreciate. Abject poverty, abject penury, abject distress for years. Abjectly adverb, abjectness noun, but generally we use as the adjective. Word combinations, abject poverty, abject humiliation, abject failure, complete failure. Then what is that? Extremely bad. Then there's one word you have to recollect. What is it? Fiasco. Fiasco means utter failure. Word usage common in discussions of extreme conditions. Miserable, simple word. Wretched, an important word. Pitiful, simple word. Degraded, simple word. Dignified, noble. Noble has another meaning. One meaning is royal. What is it? Royal. Another meaning, something good. Noble cause means good cause. Commendable, many of our students know. Praiseworthy. And what are the typical combinations? Commendable job, commendable work. Very important, that word also. Abominable, an important word, they have given many a time. Part of speech, adjective. This also means the same. Extremely unpleasant, morally repugnant. Repugnant is something like disgusting. You don't feel like looking at that. You don't feel like doing. But here we have a new connotation, combination. Morally repugnant or detestable. Detest also means hate. The prisoners were subjected to abominable treatment. Means extremely unpleasant treatment. Morally repugnant treatment. Word forms, abominably, adverb, rarely used. Abomination, noun form, but generally it is used as an adjective. Word combinations, abominable crime, important combination. Whether, rarely we use. Behavior, we can. Word usage often used in moral, weather, or horror context. More than weather, it goes with moral, horror context. Synonyms, loathsome, an important word. Vile, an important word. atrocious, important word. The noun form, atrocities, detestable, important word. See, four words, all the four are important. Admirable, delightful, commendable, praiseworthy. You have to spend some time after the session, only then you can remember. Aboriginal, again, our students know this. Part of speech, it can be an adjective, can be a noun, meaning relating to the indigenous people. Indigenous means local. A member of the indigenous people of an area. The Aboriginal culture of Australia is one of the oldest in the world. Usually, this word goes with indigenous means local, but if you take indigenous people of Australia, we use word Aboriginals, an important word. Word forms Aboriginals, noun plural, Aboriginally rarely used. Word combinations Aboriginal community, yes. Heritage, yes. Remember, rights also, yes. Word usage used mainly in historical, anthropological, and cultural contexts. These are very important. You have to remember. Excuse me. Indigenous, native, original, primitive. They have given so many times these words, especially indigenous industries, also we say. Foreign, immigrant, non native, modern. Simple words. The last one, abrupt. Abrupt part of speech, adjective. What does it mean? Sudden. Sudden and unexpected. Brief to the point of rudeness. You stop suddenly something, then abrupt. In a way, it is rude. Rude means not polite. His abrupt departure surprised everyone. Suddenly he left the room, imagine. His abrupt departure surprised everyone. Word forms abruptly, we use quite often. Abruptness also used, but not quite often. Word combinations abrupt change, abrupt manner, abrupt decision. Word usage often used to describe changes, actions, or speech. Sudden, unexpected, hasty, curt. Curt is an important word. Hasty is also an important word. Antonyms gradual, smooth, gentle, courteous. These two words you have to remember. Means polite. That's all for today. I hope you guys have got enriched. It has taken about 37 minutes. I think we can go ahead with 10 words every day. Should not be a problem. 30 minutes plus or minus 5 minutes worth spending because today introduction has taken about 5 minutes. And do remember, this is a very useful approach from competitive exams point of view. What is the reason? Part of speech, meaning, example, level 1. Competitive exams point of view, you should focus, you should be good at level 2. And if you ask the question, what comes under level 2? Word forms, word combinations, it is here. Word forms, word combinations, word usage, synonyms, antonyms. 5 areas, very important. You can answer many questions effortlessly. And come prepared tomorrow and give your feedback this approach I'm doing for the first time. I have already done 200 rules. Many of you have watched, have made notes also. Now that has made tremendous positive impact on many students. I've received the uh, comments and received the messages. So the 200 rules, they have been very extremely useful. And the same way, I'm sure this particular thing, A to Z power words, going to make a tremendous positive impact. All that you have to do, because I have selected based on frequency, follow regularly, work on new words, important words, take the exercises, the best part. Tomorrow it is going to be, I'm going to get questions based on exam topics, based on these 50 words. That is going to be really useful. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. And give your feedback after the session.